about to turn 40, which means that I've been getting my period for 27 years. Not now! And to be honest, I'm still a bit weird about it. It's about bloody time I got over it. As usual, my period kind of came without warning and started with a gigantic gush into my knickers. Gross. It's heavy, painful, and not very predictable. No period product is a match for the tsunami of blood. The toilet becomes my ball and chain. After more than 300 periods, you'd think that I'd be cool about it. I never talk about it, even though I'm happy to talk about sex and childbirth and poo and all that stuff. I don't talk about periods.
Most girls get their first period when they're between 10 and 15 years old.
My daughter Molly is 10. How can I give her a positive period experience if I'm all hung up and weird about it? Looking back on it, I think all my hang-ups started when I was at high school. I had to wear this ridiculous white uniform, and I was always just so paranoid. My mum and I never really talked about periods, and I think it's time we started. Look at that terrible white dress. It was just like this thing that was just in the back of my mind. What if I get it today and I wasn't expecting it? What if I bleed through?
Yes.
Sometimes I would wear a pad and a tampon and go to the bathroom every hour just to check. I do just associate that time and my period with kind of a fear around it.
I had the anxiety about you and your white dress too.
You had it for me.
Yes.
That's so sweet. We were both feeling the same
But we
thing,
didn't talk about
but
it.
we didn't talk about it.
It's always been surrounded by shame and secrecy. I remember when my mum told me about periods, she told me what I needed to do and where to find pads and things. And she said, it's something we don't talk about. I remember thinking, I hope I don't have daughters because I'll just go and have to tell them about periods. And it's such a shameful topic.
I've been with Pete for 17 years now, but the one thing we don't talk about is periods. Instead, we call it broken, like I'm some kind of sex bot whose vagina is closed for business. I think I'm finally ready to break that ridiculous code of silence.
Yeah, so what do you think about periods?
Honestly, I don't think I put much thought into them. It's just shedding disused or old stuff. So I don't know, I mean, it's not the neatest stuff, is it? I mean, it's not unclean, but it's not like neat from a, all packaged with a bow kind of thing, right?
A red bow.
Yeah, red bow, yeah. They're normal, but a bit weird.
Do you think that I'm kind of gross if I'm on my period?
No, I don't see people as being gross when it's happening. I think it's like if someone has really bad diarrhea, this is just bear with me. You don't go around like talking about it.
I've known when you've had diarrhea or vice versa.
Yeah, but I know when you're on your period too.
How do you know?
You act differently. You get weepy.
I'm usually a fairly resilient person, but when I'm on my period, literally anything will make me cry. So today, I'm not crying and feeling sorry for myself anymore. I'm just a monster. I'm less patient with the kids. I hate my husband. I kind of hate myself. Then suddenly the hormones lose their grip on me and happy Rachel emerges once again. Talking to Pete about my period really needs to be an ongoing conversation, and I think it's time that I properly opened up to him about it. For some reason I have this massive barrier to talking to you about my period.
Oh, how come?
I don't really know. Are you okay if I just tell you about my period and how I feel about it?
I guess so.
Obviously there's the physical stuff. I have incredibly heavy periods, so that is difficult. to deal with. My breasts get really sore and I get these stomach cramps. Those are all kind of horrible things that like every month I'm dealing with. On the down low, all our family life is carrying on and I'm like feeling like total shit and just trying to carry on.
You do a good job of carrying on.
Yeah. But I find when I have my period that there's this huge distance between us. And maybe it's because we can't have sex. I don't know, like that might be part of it. I think all I want is like a hug, but I instinctively want to keep you away from me.
Just ask for a hug.
But in the moment when I'm feeling so sad and vulnerable and gross, like that's the hardest thing to ask for. Oh my God.
It's okay. It's okay.
Now that that door's open, I'm just going to start being louder about it. The more that I talk about it and stop hiding it away, the better it will be. Cool. Today is my 40th birthday. Happy birthday to me. Woo. I'm having a 40th birthday party. I've actually just decided to throw myself a period party. I've read about people throwing their daughter's period party to have the ultimate way of breaking the stigma. What do you think?
Awesome.
I just reckon it's time to like change the narrative. Have a party. Have fun with it. Let's go.
Why do we have this? What's that?
These are tampons.
You're meant to use them every day.
Not every day actually, just for 5 days, once a month. So look, here's the string.
Why a string?
So that you can pull it out.
What are we gonna do with it?
Pour glue on it. Get some glittery fake blood on the ends. So I sent out my birthday party invitation, period party. But before I get any further, COVID-19 rears its ugly head. So I decide to throw a virtual party instead. Is anyone going to come? Maybe people aren't ready for a period party. Maybe it's too confronting.
Hi! Nice hair. I've had a bit of an accident too. No.
This has to be the weirdest party I've ever had, but it feels empowering to publicly celebrate periods and to laugh in the face of my fears. You know, eventually I'd like to think that I could get to being period proud. Maybe I'm getting there.